After just a few games of the INBL Pro U25 season, it is perhaps too early to claim one team is the championship favourite. But unbeaten and averaging a league-high 98 points, the Hyderabad Falcons are shaping as the team to beat. Led by overseas players Alex Robinson and Jack Purchase, the Falcons also feature a dynamic local duo, Kushal Singh and Harsh Dagger. Unfortunately for the Mumbai Titans, life has not been so kind, opening the campaign with back-to-back losses. Undermanned and injured, the Titans are relying on playmaker Dolph Pinocchio and high-flying Liam Judd as they battle the odds. But can the Titans overcome those odds and cause an upset? We are about to find out as INBL Pro U25 continues. Hello everybody and welcome to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi for night 9 of INBL Pro U25. I'm Brantley Bernard and tonight I am joined by Delhi Dribblers head coach Dave Petrozello. Dave, welcome and thank you. And tonight we've got a matchup of the unbeaten and the winless.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Brantley. Thanks for having me sit alongside you. I'm looking forward to watching this game. These are two really good teams, and of course the Falcons have come out firing here to start the competition. But Mumbai also has some really good talent on their team, and the coaches are doing a good job with their squad, so I expect a really good competitive game.
So we see the Falcons on the floor, followed with the player introductions for the Titans, and even though Mumbai is 0-2, it's probably only been a quarter here or there, or maybe a few minutes here or there that's probably undone them in their losses.
You know, we played them in the opener, and we felt like we had a pretty good control of the game, but they have some extremely dangerous players. Lamar Patterson is, if he's healthy, he is quite possibly the best individual player in the tournament. And, you know, I don't believe that they should be counted out by any stretch of the imagination here.
So we can have a look at the Falcons lineup, and Robinson is one of those key players, along with Jack Purchase in the starting lineup. The other starters will be Dagger, Kushal Singh and Mathur as we see them continue their warm-up. The Mumbai Titans, their starting lineup will be Judd, Pinocchio, Prince, Aryan and Blesson. While coming off the bench will be Yadav, Singh, Kiddo, Patterson, Poonar, Rajveer Singh, who is new to the roster, and Gurvinder Singh. Coaches Thomas Riakas. An interesting one, Dave, tonight is Lamar Patterson. He missed the previous game with a hamstring injury. They're hoping he can play some minutes tonight. They're not sure how many minutes they'll get out of him, but they figure if he can play 2 or 3 minute burst, he'll help, and a player of his pedigree will surely help.
Lamar is extremely well experienced, and he understands how to play the game. He's a pro. He's a pro's pro. Having him in this competition is of benefit to everyone. The younger players get to see what experience looks like.
As we have a look at the standings ahead of tonight's game, and Hyderabad at 2-0 is the only unbeaten team, then Chennai and Dave's Delhi are at 2-1, while Punjab Gujarat at 1-2, and Mumbai 0-2. Dave's Delhi, that could be a good fallback business for you if the coaching goes south. Hopefully not.
Well, listen, I want to give a shout out to my guys, the Delhi Dribblers. Right now sitting down for a night before game dinner, and I'm really proud of how the team's coming together. Can't wait to get back on court tomorrow.
That's a big doubleheader coming up tomorrow night. Don't forget to tune in for that. The first game will tip off at 5 and the nightcap will tip off at 7. So we're just about ready here for tip-off as the teams come to the floor. And as has been the tradition here for INBL Pro U25, we will have a countdown to tip-off. I know you're a coach of another team, but I'm going to put you on the spot. In 2 words, who wins?
No comment.
All right, come on, let's do this together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
So Dave Petrozello was showing his unbiased side by offering no comment when asked for a tip, and that's just fine.
The answer to that, Grantley, is basketball. Basketball wins.
Okay. So first possession for the Titans, wearing blue and going to the right of the screen. Hyderabad wearing black, their alternate jersey for the first time. As Robinson comes up running and gets it to Purchase in the corner. And Purchase is up and firing with an early 3. That's a great start.
It's a great look in transition. You know, Alex coming up the court is looking for Purchase. Purchase is a knockdown shooter. Really good look to start the game here.
Here's Blesson turning the corner, and he gets the finish, but they are going to wave it away and say there was an offensive foul away from the ball. So, nice move, but it's not in the books.
Yeah, I think what Mumbai is going to try and do is really create a lot of pressure down on the rim, try to force Hyderabad to guard multiple actions, and you know we can see that right off the first possession.
So here's Purchase, and Kushal Singh can't handle that pass, and it'll be an over and back violation. So after a great first possession, the second is a little untidy, and the Titans will take over. We're yet to play a minute, and it's the Falcons on top 3-0. Blesson inbounds to Arian. Comes back for the handoff, and now the ball screen. They get the mismatch inside, and they don't go to him. They go to Judd in the corner. And it falls to Pinocchio. And Pinocchio with a nice finish. Pinocchio's been impressive. He's averaging 20 points a game so far.
He's a very good shooter. He's a very good player. He's more than just a knockdown shooter. He's really stepped into a role to try and lead the team with Lamar being out and one of their other imports not being here.
Here's Purchase up top for the Falcons. Working, firing and finishing. So Purchase opens 2 for 2 from the field. And if he gets in the groove, it could be a long night for the Titans.
Grantley, I saw way too many of those turnaround fadeaway shots a few nights ago. I'm having some callbacks right now.
You've probably been seeing it in your sleep. As Prince goes up, and Prince gets the finish. So it's a 1-point game. The Falcons lead it 5-4. Obviously still very early going. This is Dagger to Purchase. Purchase firing again, and Purchase has the hot hand. He's 3 for 3.
Jack Purchase is a very, very good basketball player. He really knows how to play. He's so long, and he's a knockdown shooter. He's a distinct threat everywhere he is.
As Judd gets to the rim in pretty easy fashion, the defense, perhaps a misfire on that time by the Falcons, and here's Purchase on cue at the other end and can't connect on the back cut. It's been mentioned, Jack Purchase, he's been around Australian basketball for quite a time, but what the coaches are saying now they notice about Jack here is his maturity and his leadership.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Jack is an NBL caliber player in Australia, and hopefully he'll get an opportunity to demonstrate that.
So here's Prince putting the ball on the floor, and they call the foul on Mathur. In a coaching situation, Purchase has gone 3 for 3 already. How long do you take before you make a change on the defensive assignment?
It might not be a change in assignment because, frankly, Liam Judd is a really good physical defender. It might be a switch up in the coverage, maybe try to bump the angle a little bit or bring a double team, try to change what he sees in front of him.
Here's Pinocchio to Prince. Prince loses the ball, and the Falcons straight away look to Purchase. This is Dagger. And he's under pressure from Prince, and that's a pretty obvious foul. If there's one thing you want to do, right, you don't want to give the referee an easy call.
Yeah, I think what Pranav was trying to do there was really try to force him right up to the line, and didn't quite get the whistle before of the backcourt before he fouled him.
Here's Purchase again, and this time comes off the back of the rim, and they're going to call a foul on Robinson as he tried to track down the long rebound.
Here comes Lamar Grantley.
So with 6:43 to go, Lamar Patterson checks in, and let's see how that hamstring holds up. And another foul by Dagger. And while they're trying to extend the defense, that's probably too cheap a foul. They've already got 3 for the quarter, so they're only 1 away from being at the limit. Here's Pinocchio, guarded by Dagger. And Pinocchio makes Patterson work for the catch, but his catch eventually gets to Judd, and Judd knocks down the 3.
Liam Judd is going to be an X factor in this game. He is a physical, active defender. He's long, and he's a sneaky good shooter.
Robinson finds Singh on the perimeter, but he can't find the basket, and here's Prince running the other way, spinning, getting the foul, and the finish. That's a nice play by Prince.
Fantastic finish in transition, using his length and using his athleticism to head one way, turn back the other way, and finish over the help. Really, really good play here in transition. He's a very talented young man with a very bright future, I feel.
That replay did show Singh getting across for the help, but Prince has got such length. It is hard to stop. He can't cap the 3-point play, but nonetheless, it's the Titans on top, 11-7. With about 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, as Robinson looks to get on the rim, and he is fouled by Arian, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Robinson's been outstanding so far this season. He comes into tonight averaging 20.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds and 7.5 assists. That's nearly a triple-double average.
Yeah, he's very dynamic with the ball. There's no doubt about that. He's a very capable scorer, and when he moves around the court and generates offense for his team, he can be very, very effective.
So he makes the first, and that's a good start for him. And he gets the second. And the margin is 2. So the Titans make some changes. Pinocchio is one who goes to the bench along with Arian, the big man. So the point guard and the center take a breather. And this will be Lokendra Singh taking over. Here's Judd. Reeled in, a difficult catch. And as you mentioned, the athleticism, the ability, the strength, all combined there for a finish.
He is a driven individual, and he's got a great mentality about welcoming contact and physicality. Playing in the NZ National League, it's a very, very physical league, and there's a lot of really good perimeter talent, and it's definitely honed his abilities.
So Judd completes the 3-point play, and the Titans are now back out by 4, 13-9. Here's Singh. The pass is astray, and the Titans clean up a little mess. This is Prince to Judd from the corner. And Judd hits the 3-point shot. Liam Judd, he really stood out in the first couple of games. He had a couple of massive dunks. But tonight, his perimeter work is outstanding.
I love the mentality that Mumbai has come into this game with. They're in a very important part of the season. Maybe too early to start talking about having must-wins and whatnot, because we're only a few games in, but there's no doubt that they're playing with a level of intensity and near-on desperation.
Well, when there's only it's a 10-game season, if you go to 0-3, that really is a bit of a hole you need to try and climb out of, as Singh makes the first for the Falcons. He was fouled on a three-point shot, and this has been mentioned during the week. Fouling the three-point shooter is a coach killer.
Well, I can say that we had a moment where we fouled a three-point shooter, and it was an unfortunate play. It is part of the game. You want your players to be able to get out there and contest shots, and you know, sometimes the offensive player just gets the benefit of a call, or they're in the right position and you do foul them, and that's all right.
Here's Prince firing. It had a good look, but came back out. They swing to Judd, and Judd puts it on the floor and gets to the rim, but can't get the finish. Purchase with the rebound. Here's Robinson for the Falcons. He gets to the rim and almost completed the party trick. He's fouled and will go to the free throw line as Callum Dalton gets ready to check in for the Hyderabad Falcons. So the Falcons go 2-0 to start, and now they bring Callum Dalton into the lineup, and he is a specimen coming off a short-term contract in the Australian NBL, and he's surely going to help a little, Dave.
Undoubtedly, he's a big body, but more than that, he's a good basketball player.
He has great pedigree. His father, Mark, was an Olympian in 1984 with the Australian national team. His uncle Brad was an Olympian with the Australian national team, and his auntie Karen was also an Olympian with the women's national team. So he certainly had that basketball background. He probably didn't have any option.
Sometimes it just runs in the family, Grant.
So the Titans make a change, and Kalen Kiddo checks in for Liam Judd. The Titans on top 17-12, and we've got a tick under 4.5 to go in the first quarter. They tidy up that little mess, and this is Patterson up top, guarded by Singh.
These are some important minutes here for Mumbai with Judd off the court in defending Jack Purchase. See what their matchups are like.
So Patterson, in trying to make something happen, only throws it out of bounds. And now this is Dagger for Hyderabad to Singh, to Purchase. They swing up top to Dagger. He has an open look for three, but can't get it. Singh, though, gets the offensive rebound. Closely guarded by Blesson, and the Titans' defense is all over the Falcons as Robinson feeds the slashing Dagger for a nice finish at the rim and brings the margin back to 3.
For all the basketball fans out there, Grant, we call that a 45 cut or a second cut, which is that cut along the perimeter across the paint when the ball's going low.
Here's Purchase for 3 and can't get it to go, but he does get the offensive rebound. Singh, Dagger from the corner, and that is a dagger to tie the game at 17, and that has prompted Mumbai Titans coach Thomas Royakas to call a timeout with 3:09 left in the first quarter, and the game tied at 17. We're going to head down to the sidelines and join the timeout huddle.
You guys got to figure it out who's 4-3. Either way, somebody got to sprint to the corner. You are jogging. You are jogging. We need sprinting. Quick. All right? Because now they're picking us apart. On offense. Let's go 5. 5. First screener far out, and let's take it downhill. Keep attacking them. Let's go. Pick up the pace. One, two, three.
Okay, I'll throw in a second. All right, so we have heard from the Mumbai Titans. Let's go down to the sidelines and with Drew Barman, who was listening in on the Falcons.
Thanks for that, Grant. Firstly, the coach understands with Patterson being back, they have to make sure that they pick up the defense on it. They don't let him get going. And offensively, they want to attack the rim more. They want to see more cuts. They want the ball to move a little more. and I think we can see some more of that in this next quarter. Back over to you guys.
So the Titans with the ball, and they immediately turn it over. And Robinson to Dagger from outside, can't get it to go, and Patterson comes up with the rebound. Now Kiddo. They swing it to Blesson in the corner, and his three doesn't go, but they will get it back after Dalton spills it out over the baseline. So after wrapping up, he almost kicked that one out of bounds.
So a few good minutes here for Lamar. It'll be great for the competition if he can come back from the hamstring injury. Glad to see him out there.
Patterson does indeed go to the bench. He is only going to play in short spurts. And on cue, after the turnover, Dalton makes amends with an easy layup off the assist by Purchase. There's another bad turnover. And there's Singh with the breakaway dunk for the Hyderabad Falcons. Singh has been an excellent player, and he seems to be one of the standout local players in the competition to this point. And he's capable of that sort of excitement.
The Falcons are really deep, and they're really deep not just at the import position, but with their local Indian players. They're deep and talented, and it's definitely something that the coaching staff has been really effective at making, turning the team into what it is.
There's Dalton feeding Singh, and Singh is fouled. That's a nice cut and a nice pass out of the post. You talk about that depth, and the numbers back it up. The Falcons have got 6 players averaging 10 or more points per game. Now, any team around the world, I don't care what competition it is, if you've got 6 players averaging 10 or more, you're in pretty good shape, right?
Yep, they're doing a good job of getting lots of good shots and good looks for the variety of guys that they have on their team. And fitting all this talent together into a cohesive unit is what Coach Mark and Coach John, like, they've been obviously working on that, and you can see the effect of that work.
So Singh comes up short on the first free throw, but he hits the second and nudges the margin to 3. It's 22-19 with 1:48 left in the first quarter. Judd checks back in for the Titans. This is Lakendra Singh working off a couple of screens. Pinocchio double clutches, but is fouled and will go to the free throw line. After doing so well for much of the quarter, this last minute and a half it's important for the Titans to make good plays and not let Hyderabad maybe sneak out to an 8 or 10 point lead.
You know, what they've done just now is they've moved Pinocchio off the ball and allowed him to come off some screening action off ball to try and create some good offensive opportunities for him, which is a really good move here as the quarter winds down. A lot of flow basketball. Now they're being a bit more prescriptive with what it is they're trying to get.
So Pinocchio with the first. Can't make the second. Purchase with the rebound to Robinson. They go down low, and that's strong action and a foul from Rawat. So he's fresh into the game and is straight into the action. That was a strong post move.
Well, he got really early, deep position in transition, just ran straight to the rim and got his player on his back, was able to just control the spot. And they did a good job finding him. And at the end of the day, if you go hard to the basket, you're likely to pick up some contact.
So Jack Purchase goes to the bench for a breather. And the Falcons edge their lead out to 3 with Rawat at the free throw line. He misses the second, and Judd brings in the rebound to Pinocchio. His long pass ahead to Prince. And Prince, on the drive, is fouled, and he's going to shoot a pair of free throws.
One of Prince's greatest advantages is his length. He is really, really long. He takes long strides, and he's able to just get advantages on short steps it puts a lot of pressure on his on-ball defender as well as the help defender to get to the spot early.
So he makes the first, and it's been interesting in their first couple of games. They've even run him at the point a few times, so they're quite confident with his ball handling ability, it would seem.
Yep, well-rounded player. Absolutely someone that can handle the basketball and run some actions from that position as well.
So Prince closes the gap to 1, and here's Dalton down low, spinning and finishing. Callum Dalton with the basket. And it's 25-22 for the Falcons as we go inside a minute to play in the first quarter. Here's Pinocchio from the corner. Can't get it to go, and Dalton comes up with the rebound. Robinson. Morris, Robinson. Dalton looks for the 3, gets the defender in the air, and then finds the open man in the corner. Now they get the shot. Rawat, Dalton, and Dalton with a nice little finish. So we've got 25 seconds left in the quarter, and the Titans are going to milk as much of this clock as they can. There's about 3.5 seconds differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pinocchio fires, can't get it to go. There's enough time for the Falcons to get a decent shot. And they do, and it is going to count at the buzzer. The Titans are claiming that they were put off by the shot clock buzzer, but the referees allowed play to go on, quite rightly, I would assume.
You know, one of the realities that we have to always say is you play until the whistle. You play until the whistle, and it is unfortunate that the buzzer down on the other side malfunctioned. But at the end of the day, there's the game clock and the shot clock, and they've got to keep going.
It's going to be interesting if this is reviewable. What's your understanding of the review rules?
From my understanding, I don't think that is reviewable. And it doesn't look like they're going to be doing that. What I do want to do is go back to one of the previous possessions here. And I want to talk about the corner 3 that Pinocchio took and missed. I think it's important for basketball people out there, for people that are just learning the game, to understand that not all misses are created equal, Grant. When you have a good shot and a good miss like that, you still need to shoot those good shots, and that was a good shot for Pinocchio.
So here's the leading scorers after the first quarter. We've got Liam Judd leading all scorers with 11.
Stay in the corner, look to catch and shoot the first one. You got nothing, and they stay home on Harry. You're on the rim.
So at quarter time, as the teams take their huddles, and we're going to go down to the sidelines and see what we can pick up. Let's go to Drew.
A little bit of a controversy with that ending shot right there, but obviously the Hyderabad Falcons are super happy with it. The coach wants to emphasize on the fact that they cannot score 20 points this quarter. They scored 22 in the first quarter. They want to make sure they don't score 22 again. And the new addition to the team, Dalton, you're going to see the ball going to him a lot more, because they understand the Mumbai is double teaming him. So they're going to play a lot through him. Also, it's great to see Coach Dave on the mic. Shout out to you, and it's back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Drew, as we head towards second quarter action, and another good crowd here at the THYAGRAJ Sports Complex to see action on night 9. I'm going to put you in Thomas Royaka's position. What little tweaks might you be looking to make here for the second quarter?
I think the number one thing that Mumbai did well to start the game is what they need to go back to, which is a mindset of being aggressive and taking the game to them, not allowing Hyderabad to dictate the tempo, but really force the issue to play the way that they want to play.
So we get the second quarter underway, and the Falcons have possession and a 7-point lead, looking to make it 9 or 10 as they look to fire from the corner, and it comes up short. Rawat with the save and the turnover, and here's Pinocchio for the Titans. And Prince opens the second quarter with a 3-point shot. As we mentioned, Judd with 11 in the first quarter for the Titans, while the leading scorer for the Falcons was Jack Purchase with 7. This is Robinson taking up the ball for the Falcons. They lead by 7. Here's Dalton launching a 3. And Harry Morris with the offensive rebound, and they're going to say that Prince was out of bounds as he tried to step in with the ball.
Dalton can hit that shot, Grant. He is a very, very capable outside shooter on the pick and pop like that. Really, really a wide open look. So expect that shot to go in for him. He's a very good shooter from that position.
So here is Dalton outside the arc as he looks to get it to Robinson, and he does. There's 5 seconds on the shot clock. He needs to get busy. Robinson rises and fires and hits as the shot clock expires. So that's a good poised finish from Alex Robinson. And he puts the Falcons on top by 9 early going in the second quarter. They go down low to Arian and now to Judd. And Judd absorbs the contact from Morris and will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So a good start for the Falcons early in the second quarter. And Judd makes the first. An indication of the quality of the first quarter. The Titans shot 50% from the field and the Falcons 62.5%. You've got to be happy of that if you're a coach.
You'll be happy with that offensively. There's no doubt about that. Yep, I'm sure that the coaches will be making the comment to their teams that we might be putting up points, but we'll need to get some stops.
So Judd cuts the margin to 7 at one end, but Dalton is going to go to the line at the other. And as expected, Callum Dalton has had an impact for Hyderabad. He finished the first quarter with 6 points on 3 of 3 shooting, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and comes up a little short on the free throw. I guess he can claim he's still getting adjusted. He only flew in like 2 days ago, so maybe chalk that one up to jet lag.
Well, I can remember a week ago when we all just arrived and rolled out into the first game with only hours being on the ground. I think he's probably experiencing the same sort of shock arrival as we all did, and I'm sure he'll settle in the same way that we have as well.
So here's Judd to Prince, to Pinocchio, and his shot is blocked by Morris. Robinson running, spinning, but turning over. Pinocchio throws it up. I think that was half shot, half pass, with Prince in the corner of his eye, and nonetheless they got a nice finish above the rim. The margin back to 6. This is Rawat to Robinson. Now Morris firing from deep and hitting. That's a big bucket from Harry Morris.
Without a doubt, the Falcons' greatest strength is the sum of their parts, not just the individuals. They are very deep, they are very skilled, a really well put together team that will be a challenge for all of us to try and go and outplay. But listen, I'm still a coach in this competition, so I can tell you that we will certainly be attacking them with every intention of taking the game to them, and I'm sure that every other franchise in this in the INBL Pro will have the same mindset.
So Pinocchio splashes the 3 for the Titans and cuts the gap to 6. The Falcons move the ball around the perimeter and now go inside to Dalton. And Prince comes in on the double team and slaps it out of bounds.
This is an interesting matchup to see Puna and Dalton together, seeing as they were teammates in Logan last season.
So there's a timeout call with the Falcons leading by 6 as we see Prince reach in and knock that ball away with the double team on defense. And we're going to go downstairs and hear from Mark Chivers of the Hyderabad Falcons.
Get back first, find your man, then kick out after that. We're just walking back. They can all shoot, and they're all running hard into offense, all right? Let's be right with that. So right now we go, that's you, Cal. That's you taking it out, all right? That's you. All right, that's you. That's you. That's you. All right? So we're going to go. And that. All right, right with that. Here we go. Know who you got. Yellow on three. 1, 2, 3, yellow.
So we've heard from Mark Chivers of the Hyderabad Falcons. We're going to go down to Ryan James and hear what Thomas Royakas had to say to the Mumbai Titans.
Coming in from Coach Royakas, he ultimately wants the players to keep their hands out time and again on defense, and we saw Pranav put in that effort to get the steal. Coach told him to avoid going for such instances. That's all from the sidelines.
So the Falcons inbound, or they don't inbound because there's a 5-second call. And so give the Titans defense a little credit on that occasion. As Judd inbounds to Puna. Back to Judd. Now Pinocchio. Guarded by Webb.
Great to see Freddie Webb out there, Grantley.
He missed the first game but had some minutes in the second as Pinocchio finishes over Webb and cuts the gap to 4. 6.5 minutes until halftime. Here is Webb to Dalton. And he tried to curl one in, and it turns into a turnover, and Pinocchio goes the other way with a nice finish under some pressure from Morris. And the gap is back to 2. Here's Dalton again. No secret where the Falcons are going to go with the ball. And he's called for a travel.
No, offensive foul on this one, push off.
Oh, they've called an offensive foul. Well, there you go. I was too distracted by the lilac-coloured Nikes, and it looked like he took steps, but there's a foul in the book. That's why you're here.
You know, Grantley, I do have to say quickly that there are some spectacular shoe selection here in the competition. It's awesome to see the different shoes. Sneakerheads everywhere enjoying that.
So there is a nice finish by Lakendra Singh. And the game is tied at 37 with 5:45 left in the second quarter. Here's Rawat to Morris. Here's Purchase curling around and getting the catch but not finishing. And Prince is running.
This is where they're at their best.
He gets it to Puna, but Puna can't finish. And Morris brings it back the other way. Webb, Purchase. Ball is stripped and Prince is running. Singh can't get the finish, but Patterson will get the second chance opportunity. He can't finish, but he can at the third attempt. And that's going to be the value of Lamar Patterson, is grab a couple of offensive boards and convert.
Great defensive play here by Prince, coming back, closing the space on Morris.
And Webb, his pass is deflected by Pinocchio, and the Titans are running again. Here's Patterson with a long 3. And he can't get it to go. Perhaps trying to make the most of his limited minutes. Here's Webb. Turns the corner, but with no lane to the basket. The shot clock at 8. And Morris gets into the paint and is fouled on the finish. So whether it's the Falcons being a little disconnected or the Titans raising their level of defense, the Falcons have looked a little raggedy the last couple of possessions.
Oh, there's a little bit of integration as well with Callum coming in, and he's such a prominent player. He takes up, you know, an important space on the court. So first day in, there'll be a little bit of issues to work out, but I have no doubt that they'll get to where they need to be.
So Morris makes the first free throw, and he's going to look to tie the game up with the second. And he does. And with that, he goes to the bench, replaced by Colton Eustace. Eustace hasn't played much so far in the first couple of games, so he'll be looking to make his minutes count here. Patterson to Pinocchio. They double him and they get the ball out of his hands. Here's Blesson, and there's a foul called on the Falcons. That will be their third team foul of the quarter. 4 minutes left in the half, and it's 39-39. The Titans with the ball on the baseline. Patterson gets open and finds the open man. That's a sharp pass from Lamar Patterson.
Great advantage of having great players is they attract a lot of attention on and off the ball.
Here's Singh to Eustace. Now Purchase goes up against Patterson but couldn't finish, and Pinocchio has the ball for the Titans. They go down low to Blesson. He gets Robinson in the air but can't finish. That would have been a nice and needed bucket for the Titans as Robinson goes up, and his shot is blocked by Puna. Just when it looked like the Falcons might have been perhaps going to sneak away, the Titans have hung tough and they're doing a great job. Here's Singh. Can't get it to go. Robinson gets the offensive rebound. And he is fouled and will go to the line. We've seen a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. How much of a premium do you put on offensive rebounding, A, for your team, but making sure you're boxing out at the defensive end so the other team doesn't get too many offensive boards?
Rebounding is often the difference between winning and losing. I think that's a common thing everywhere around the world. Definitely be attacking on the offensive boards, and if you can keep teams, limit them to one shot per possession, you're going to put yourself in a great position to win the game.
So here's Robinson with 3:02 left in the quarter, and he makes the first. And Robinson has 8 points for the game now. He is the leading scorer for the Falcons. And he makes the second. Here's Judd with Singh causing problems. They turn it over, and Eustace comes the other way for the Falcons. And he is fouled by Judd. So we're tied at 41. And Purchase will inbound the ball. Here's Eustace. Judd is running. Judd guarded closely by Robinson, and they call the foul on Robinson. That'll be his second foul. And the only player in foul trouble at this point is Prince of the Titans with 3. So
something to take note of later on in the game if Judd gets into any sort of foul trouble is picking up a loose ball foul far away, not really active in any sort of a game. Yeah, any sort of an important play, I should say, in the game.
Singh comes up short on the 3 as Robinson gets to the rim under severe pressure, And the ball kicks out to Singh, and Singh gets the bounce and the finish. So sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
You know, the game has shifted a little bit ever since Lamar has been able to come onto the court and defend Jack Purchase. He has the physicality to bump him off the block. He's got the experience to defend him in space. And I think it's just about the best matchup you can have for Jack Purchase when it comes to the Mumbai Titans. And the game shifted as that matchup became more prominent.
So we've got another timeout as we head towards half-time. Let's listen to Thomas Royakas with the Titans.
Primary into touch. So Lukendra, I want you to be nice and high. Elijah, you're going to flash here. Lamar, I want you here. Liam and Rajvi on this side. So Lamar, you're going to come up and you're going to pass the ball to Elijah. All right? Touch. If we don't have this, Rajvi lift up, continuity. Okay. All right, but I think we will have a layup. Okay. At the end of the quarter, play twist. Okay. Twist. 4 down, twist. Here we go. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Team. Defense.
So the Titans break their huddle. And we've got exactly 2 minutes left in the half. It's the Falcons 44-41. Judd inbounds to Singh and then gets it back. Now to Patterson. They go to Pune up high. And this is Rajveer Singh into the game for the first time. The Titans get the offensive rebound and the second chance. The shot clock at 9 and Patterson with the ball. Guarded by Purchase. He steps back for a long two and hits it. So Patterson's got that reputation as a good offensive player, and he made things work there. As the margin closes to 1. Robinson gets to the rim at the other end and gets the foul.
One of the primary responsibilities of the on-ball defender is to understand what the tendencies of their opponent are. Alex is obviously a really, really talented player going left. I think that's what Lamar is in the midst of trying to remind his teammate, that he is left-hand dominant. And as a lefty myself, Grant, I do have to say, I do like my point guards to be left-handed, but I've got some pretty good right-handed point guards right now as well playing for me on Delhi. Very happy with them, but the lefty guys do tend to mix up a little bit.
You generally find that the lefty goes, oh! The Juddernaut with the throwdown. Liam Judd. That's massive. Don't worry about a double shot cappuccino. That is going to wake everybody up. And the Titans with Judd again, but Judd this time is out of bounds. So just when it looks like they got a great spark, they get some water poured on it.
I love where Mumbai's mentality is.
They're certainly not going to take a backward step, despite the fact that they are winless after 2 games and playing the 2-0 Falcons. Here's Purchase to Singh. He gets past Judd and he finishes with the reverse layup. That's a nice play by Kushal Singh. He is, I mean, we've said it before and it's just a generality, but Singh has been so impressive so far. Not only tonight, but in the other 2 games.
As I said earlier, the depth of the Falcons team is really what is allowing them to be so effective, because at every position they tend to have advantages and mismatches based on where the different lineups are, and he's definitely providing them with a lot of advantage in a lot of different matchups, whether he's matched up against an import or a local player.
So here's Patterson for the Titans. Sizes up Purchase. Shot clock at 12. He goes to work and tries to get to the rim, but Purchase is equal to the challenge, only to turn it over. Judd. Patterson finds the open man, and that is a nice finish by Elijah Puna as time expires on the first half. That's a nice first half of basketball as we have the Hyderabad Falcons leading 50-47 over the Mumbai Titans. And I think most people didn't quite expect it to be this close for this long.
You know what, Grantley? I have to say that I'm not at all surprised by this. Hyderabad is a very good team, but Mumbai is also very, very talented. Having Lamar back on court, as he played the first game against us. And Mumbai with Lamar, Mumbai without Lamar, two very different teams.
All right, we're going to head down courtside, and Drew Barman is with Alex Robinson.
Man, A-Rob, Alex Robinson, 3-point game at the half, man, something you guys are not used to, being in close games. How does that feel? What's been working out for you, and what are some of the challenges you feel you're facing?
Right now, we can't get a stop. That's something that we're not used to doing, but I mean, this is basketball. This is part of the game. It's fun, so we're looking forward to making an adjustment at halftime.
How important has it been having the new man, Dalton, added to the lineup? Because he's fitting right in.
Oh, he's great. He's bringing a whole new dynamic to our team. He can shoot it. He can pass it. He's a great player.
Can we see A-Rob going off in the second half?
I'm going to do my best. And whatever I got to do to win the game, that's what I'm going to do.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for your time. Good luck for your second half. That's it from here. Great first half. We'll be right back after the short break. Thank you.
So welcome back to THYAGRAJ Sports Complex in Delhi. And we're on the halftime break with the Hyderabad Falcons leading the Mumbai Titans 50-47. And as we turn to Dave Petrozello, Dave, give us your quick thoughts on the first half action as we quickly look at the leading scorers. Judd with 15, Robinson 12, Pranopio 12, Singh 11 and Pranav Prince with 8. Your thoughts on the first half action?
A very well played first half on both sides offensively. Undoubtedly the coaches are going to be talking about, as you heard Alex say, going into halftime about getting stops, playing a little bit more cohesively on the defensive end. But at the end of the day, what I love the most about this game is that Mumbai, as they should and as all of the teams in this competition will do, came into this game with a mindset of attacking the game, trying to dictate the tempo, and when they're able to do that, they can be very effective.
All right, thanks, Dave. We're going to hear some more thoughts on the first half as we go down to the sidelines with Dhruv and Ryan.
Fun out here. There's a half-court shot currently, half-court contest going on currently. I wish we could be a part of it, man. The baller in me just wants to jump into that crowd. But I mean, I can't talk about that too much. Let's talk about the game. What do you think of the first half? Mumbai has really played well. And I think this is some of the best basketball we've seen them play. What were your thoughts on the first half?
Oh, indeed, this is the Mumbai Titans that we have been waiting to see. And one factor that I loved was that Pranav Prince has finally checked into the INBL, showing his true colors. And if he has a big second half, Dhruv, we could see Mumbai getting their first win today.
I think this man, Pranav Prince, he needs to change his name to Pranav King. Because he ain't the prince no more. He's going for the throne. He's going for the throne. But anyway, with that being said, the new addition to the team, Dalton, has been playing like another Dalton you might have heard on the Los Angeles Lakers. He's been on fire. I can't wait to see what the second half brings us. I wish we could chat all day long, but that's it from here. Back over to the guys at the comms. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys, with their perspective on the floor. And while we'll talk a little more about the game in a few minutes, I want to talk about Dave Petrozello, the man and the coach. And Dave, you have a really close link with India in that your wife is of Indian heritage.
Yes, she is. My wife was born in Fiji, of Indian origin, and so my son, who is here, has been here with me during this competition. You know, our children obviously have Indian heritage, and it's a great opportunity for him to connect with that part of his identity. This is actually the second time I've come to India. I was here once before in 2008, 2009 with my wife prior to having children, and I ran a basketball training camp in Punjab. Had a great time up there. It was great to see Amritpal Singh last night because he was just a youngster at that event. But it's been great to be back in India. India is a unique and very special place in the world, and it really feels like home in a lot of ways. Makes me feel like I'm at my in-laws and I'm at my extended family in a lot of ways. So it's been great to be back.
As we look at first half highlights, and obviously while it's expected the overseas players will dominate to a certain extent, these highlights are proof that the local players are holding their own and deserve their spots on rosters and at the elite level of Indian basketball.
I can tell you one thing, Grantley, is that there is world-class talent in India. And the development of the game over the last number of years has been tremendous. And now a competition like INBL Pro and the opportunities that the athletes have to play with and against international competition is only going to take it even higher.
So here are some of the best players we've seen so far in the first week of action. That was Shaquem Johnson throwing down and celebrating. Now Keith Kiner. Nice dunk from Kiner. Kiner and Johnson have been scoring heavily, but I think they also lead the league in celebrations.
Basketball's an emotional game. Great things are meant to be celebrated.
And this is Trenton Hankerson of the Gujarat Stallions. And on cue, one of the local players, Gurbaz Sandhu. He's been really good at both ends of the floor for the Punjab Warriors.
He can really shoot the ball. Really shoot the ball.
And this is one of your men.
I know that guy.
Lockie Barker.
It'll be great to have Lockie back. We did not have him in our last game against Chennai. He's a very good player. It'll be great to have him back. He's a leader on our team and a great player on the court.
It was credit to your guys getting the win the other night with Barker on the sidelines. And here's Divya Marker for Punjab. He's been very impressive as well. And they are just some of the players that have been standing out over the first 9 nights of INBL Pro U25. As we get ready to go to a break and then come back with the third period, it's the Hyderabad Falcons on top 50-47. You're watching INBL Pro U25. And welcome back to the THYAGRAJ Sports Complex here in Delhi. It's the Hyderabad Falcons leading the Mumbai Titans 50-47. And we're going to have a look at the top scorers for the Hyderabad Falcons. They are led by Alex Robinson. So Alex Robinson has 12 points for the Falcons, while Kushal Singh has 11. Dalton and Purchase with 7 apiece and Dagger 5. Purchase started on fire with those 7 points in the opening minutes and didn't add to his total. So here's the Mumbai Titans top scorers, and they've got Judd with 15, Pinocchio 12, Prince 8, Pune 6 and Patterson 4 as we get ready to go with the second half. You still stick with your pre-game prediction of no comment?
Basketball will be the winner tonight, Grantley. Basketball in India is the winner.
Well, it looks like basketball was never losing. They say Father Time is undefeated, but for Dave Petrozello, neither is basketball. As we await Dolph Pinocchio to inbound the ball for the Mumbai Titans to get things underway. And they are aiming with the first possession of the half to close that 3-point gap. This is Prince, Patterson, Pinocchio. Fires from 3 and comes up empty. Dalton with the rebound. Robinson. Guarded by Patterson. Now Singh. Robinson up top, the shot clock at 7. Guarded by Prince. He uses the Dalton ball screen and gets it back to the big fella. And they're going to say that the shot clock expired before the ball got out of his hands. So a patient set by the Falcons, but perhaps a little too patient.
You know, coming out of halftime, the pace of the game is going to pick up as the players get back into the rhythm. I expect the tempo to get higher really quickly here.
This is Prince to Patterson. To Judd. The shot clock again goes low as Arian goes to work, and it wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Good finish by the big fella. He's very big, very long. Nice to see him get a finish near the rim.
With that finish, he closes the gap to 1, and at the other end, Robinson is fouled. You mentioned coming out of halftime, and you want to get into a good rhythm pretty early. And for the Titans, part of their thing after halftime, we'll be seeing how Patterson is with that hamstring.
Nice to see that he's starting the third quarter. Make sure that he stays warm and can continue to play. One little note here on the contest by Pinocchio is that oftentimes we talk about having your inside hand on the outside shoulder when you're going by a shooter. He contested it with his left hand from behind. If he had used his other hand, he could have gone by Alex behind him without fouling.
But Robinson takes advantage of that and makes a pair of free throws to put Hyderabad back on top by 3. This is Prince to Pinocchio. Prince measures it and can't finish it. Singh with the rebound to Robinson. He's got plenty of room for the mid-range jumper, but can't make it go. Prince. Patterson with a deep 3. And Pinocchio cleans up on the offensive glass. So the big with the perimeter shot, the small with the offensive glass and the finish. It's a 1-point game. The Falcons ahead, 52-51. Purchase, guarded by Judd. He pulls up and overcooks it. Patterson pushing back the other way. And his ambitious pass is picked off by Purchase. Robinson gets to the rim and gets the finish through contact. Pinocchio to Patterson down low with a mismatch. Dalton with the help defense. Arian with the offensive rebound, and it spills to Patterson and gets the finish. Here's Dalton up ahead for the Falcons. And his shot is blocked by Aaron. Prince pushing back the other way. Judd to Patterson to Pinocchio. And Judd with the finish. I had a little chuckle because again it was the big on the outside and the small on the inside.
Talk about multi-positional basketball, Grantley. 2025 basketball.
You take it however you can get it. If it's in the book, it counts. Here's Purchase, firing from deep and not finishing, with the Titans ahead by 1. Here's Prince, and he is fouled by Robinson, and Prince will go to the free throw line. And after a slow start to the third quarter, Hyderabad Falcons coach Mark Chivers has called a timeout. It's the Titans 55-54, and we're going to head down to the sidelines and check in with the timeout of the Hyderabad Falcons.
In transition, it doesn't have to be. Just get back and find someone, right? That's all it is. Offensively, get up quick and get us into something. You know, we're walking the ball up the fucking floor all the time. You've got about 10 seconds left on the shot clock and we're trying to run offense. Kicking up, he's running his ass off. Running his ass off and he's not getting the ball. Right? Get the ball up early. You run rim to rim like that. Get the ball up early and get straight into it. That's all we're going to do, right? Keep it in front of you. Come on. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So we've heard from the Falcons, and let's go down courtside to Ryan to hear about what Thomas Warakas had to say to the Titans.
With the team's performance, and he told Pranav Prince good job on being very, very aggressive, and he also asked Pinocchio to take the open shots whenever he gets it. That's all from the sidelines.
Thanks, Ryan, as Pranav Prince makes the first free throw and makes the second to put the Titans up by 3. 57-54 with about 6:20 left in the third quarter. Dalton thought Robinson was going to make the back cut, but he zigged when he should have zagged. And the miscue ends up with the ball going to the Titans. They go inside, and Poonar can't finish. And they're going to say that Jack Purchase fouled the shooter.
Just a quick point here, Grantley, listening to the report out of the timeout, what Coach Thomas is talking about to Pinocchio is about maintaining confidence and continuing to shoot the ball. As a shooter, you need really short memory, and you need to have a little bit of almost irrational confidence. Every single shot that you shoot, you expect to go in. And if you miss a couple, as I tell my own players, if you miss 9, shoot 10. Keep shooting the good shots, and sounds like that's what he was reiterating to Dalton.
You've always got to believe the next one is going in, and that's what Poonar now needs at the free throw line. And after missing the first, he does make the second. Here's Purchase for the Falcons. Back to Robinson, to Mathur. He fires from deep, and your love of a lefty comes through there as he connects and brings the Falcons within 1. Pinocchio can't finish at the rim, and Singh pushes back for the Falcons. Here's Dalton, and he is stripped by Prince. Kicks it out to Pinocchio, and he can't get the 3 to go. Judd comes up with the offensive board. Wow.
Great hustle, great hustle. I love to see players, particularly a player like Prince, sacrifice his body, get on the ground, hustle for the basketball. They lose it on possession, But that is an incredible display of what dedication is required to compete at a high level, and it's great to see that. That's exactly what Coach Thomas is reiterating to him right there. Get on the ground, go get the ball like that.
When you are 0-2 and you're in a tight game, you have got to do whatever it takes to get that next W or that first W.
0-2, 2-0, 0-20, 20-0, it doesn't matter. Basketball, what is required to play good basketball is what is required. And it's the same thing no matter what the time and score is or what your record is. And it's great to see guys just play the game. Just play the game. Not the score, not the record. Just play the game.
So here's Robinson to Purchase. And keep in mind, Robinson is on 3 fouls for the Falcons as Singh makes the backdoor cut, and Mathur with a great pass for Singh to finish. So Mathur checked in, he hit the long 3, and now a great assist.
Hyderabad do a good job of locating the ball in the center of the court in a bigger player's hands, and of course they have great talent with Jack Purchase playing up there. Dalton was up there as well, but here Mathur playing in that position as a playmaker. They run a lot of sets that puts them in that position.
So Singh missed the free throw to cap the 3-point play, but his basket did put the Falcons back on top, 59-58. It'll be a Falcons ball. There's 12 on the shot clock. Singh to Robinson. He works off a ball screen, and it comes to Sharma. He fires, and Mathur with the offensive rebound. Another opportunity for the Falcons, but they turn it over, and Pinocchio comes the other way, and he puts the Titans back on top. Here's Singh, Purchase. He gets his man in the air, and he measures and makes the 3. It's been a long time between baskets for Jack Purchase, but as you just mentioned a minute ago, you got to believe the next one is always going in.
Well, Jack is a player of a particular caliber where I have no doubt that he believes that. And good action right there for Mumbai. Good action. But Jack's going to continue shooting. The team needs him to do that, and I have no doubt that he will.
So at the other end, it's Singh going hard to the basket and being fouled, as he will try to improve on this 2-point lead for the Hyderabad Falcons.
Just a quick, interesting note, that particular type of action where the ball is entered to a player at the elbow stepping high with a back cut, that's called a blind pig action, Grantley. Blind pig, and it originates from the triangle offense run by the Chicago Bulls and Phil Jackson with Michael Jordan. The blind pig action. That was a good blind pig right there.
So Singh cashes in with a pair of free throws. And it's the Falcons now up by 4 as we're inside 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Patterson forces one up and gets it to go. A big basket from Lamar Patterson. Here's Singh. Purchase. Robinson. Driving. Rising, but can't finish. Gets the offensive rebound. Purchase again. Comes up empty that time. Puna to Pinocchio. This is Blesson. To Puna, and Puna with the finish. It's tied at 64 as we head down to 3 minutes left in the 3rd. And Blesson picks off the pass and is fouled. Say one thing about the Titans, they just keep going and going. They're relentless. When it looks like maybe the Falcons are getting on top, the Titans somehow bring themselves back into the contest.
I don't think that we should underestimate what the caliber of talent is throughout the league. There is a very fine margin between being 2-0, 0-2, 2-1, 1-2. Every single team can beat every single team. and it's a great environment to compete in. And I think right now what you're watching is a Mumbai team that is coming together, playing basketball the way that they need to play within their group. And of course, having a healthy Lamar out on the court makes a world of difference. There's no doubt about that, but they're continuing to play. And I think that it just sets up what type of a competition INBL Pro is going to be.
So Blesson makes one free throw. They ruled an unsportsmanlike foul after he had to steal and was trying to get into the open court. So the Titans will regain possession with a 1-point lead. It'll be Kiddo to inbound the ball. This is Pune. Lakendra Singh tried to get it to Patterson, but Mathur with a defensive play. And Purchase is fouled by Singh.
Really big lineup for the Falcons on the court at the current time.
They are very big, with Sharma, Mathur, and Purchase. So Purchase at like 6'8", 6'9" is going to be the three-man. And Morris has got size as well in one of the guard spots. Here's Robinson. To Morris. Gets the defender in the air and measures the three, but can't make it fit. They go down low to Pune and Sharma fouls. So give us the pros and cons of having such a big lineup on the floor.
Obviously, one of the advantages is you are better able to protect the basket. You have a lot of length to shut down passing lanes and contest shots. The thing with their length and their size right now is that they're very athletic. They're not a sort of a stationary type size. They can move quite a bit, and they're quite versatile. So it's a different kind of size.
So Pune, who is part of the size for the Titans on the floor right now, is fouled and will go to the free throw line. It's the Titans by 1, and hoping it will soon be 3. You mentioned the importance of Lamar Patterson, and so far he's been able to log 16 odd minutes. He's got 8 points and half a dozen rebounds and 3 assists, so that's a decent return from Patterson.
More than just the output on the score sheet, though, Brantley, a player of that caliber is a calming influence on the rest of his teammates, because you know that you have a really, really good player on your team. He's on court. He acts a little bit as a security blanket, where you know you can always go to LP. He's a really, really good player, and I'm sure that the Titans are happy to have him out there.
This is Robinson with the shot clock down to 4. He needs to get the ball in the air, and he does, and hits as the shot clock expires to make it 66-66. Some poise from Alex Robinson. This is Gurwinder Singh to Prince. He goes inside to Pune, and he can't handle the ball. And they're going to rule that the ball will stay with the Titans. 11 on the shot clock and 1:32 on the game. The Falcons are over the limit and the Titans are at the limit. So defensive fouls from here on to the end of the quarter will send the opposition team to the free throw line. This is Pinocchio to Judd. Back to Pinocchio in the corner. His pass is deflected by Singh, and the Falcons come the other way. Robinson reels it in to Dalton. Robinson working against Judd. And something of a circus trick to get the ball in the air, but he was fouled and will go to the line. In a close game, and it looks like it's going to stay close all the way, the influence of a guy like Alec Robinson is going to be absolute key for the Falcons.
Alex is really good at generating downward pressure on the rim, like I said earlier. So here he is, perhaps the smallest guy on the court, but he gets down into the block and he's able to maneuver himself into a good position, draw the foul, get to the free throw line, bring a little bit of pause to the game, bring a little bit of momentum back to their side, be able to set the defense coming back the other way. It's a really important quality that a team needs.
So Robinson makes the first, and he has 19 for the game. And more importantly, the Falcons have a 1-point lead as we tick down to 1 minute left in the third period. Pinocchio goes one-on-one and gets the finish over the much taller opponent. Dolph Pinocchio continues to stand out as a quality player of the Inbl Pro U25 season. Here's Robinson again, working. And the big man, Mather, who's had a massive impact in this third quarter, knocks down a three like he's just taking a stroll in the park.
I'm not surprised. He has hit a number of shots in this competition, and he's obviously a very capable shooter.
Shot clock at 9 for Pinocchio as he gets into the paint and kicks out to Prince. And Prince tried to scoop it in, and off the rebounding contest, the referees are going to rule that it came off Singh for the Falcons, and the ball will go to the Titans. Nine seconds left in the period, 70 to 68, and they're going to review that call. With 9 seconds left, if you don't get a shot off, it's going to be better than coughing up a turnover and the other team gets a last second opportunity.
Yeah, there's only a limited number of seconds here, a limited amount of time. So the key is going to be, if the ball does go back to them, they can generate a shot going down the other way. If they have to defend here, they need to be aware of not fouling either to provide some opportunity right at the end of the quarter.
That replay perhaps indicated that the ball came off Prince's leg. So it could get overturned and it could go back to the Falcons. Do you like the coach's challenge?
I do. I like the coach's challenge. I think it's a good rule to implement here. I think it's something that the officials are still getting used to adjudicating, as are the coaches, because not every league around the world has a coach's challenge. So it's been an interesting little tidbit for us to try and adjust to.
Now, I know, being such a popular coach and man that you are, you've got millions of social media followers, and I'm sure you'd love to give a shout out to some of those people.
Well, I don't know about millions, but the only ones that matter to me is my family back home in Canada, my extended family in Vancouver, on my wife's side, and my wife and children, Seema, Dante, Avani, who are currently in Western Australia. Love you, miss you, and hope to see you very, very soon.
All right, so there's a cheerio to the Petrozoa family, and you're in the good books for at least a few more days.
Well, Valentine's Day is coming up, Grantley, and I hope to be in the good books, yes.
Here's Robinson to Dalton, and Dalton gets the finish at the rim as Pinocchio goes with a prayer at the end of the third quarter. And time expires with the Falcons now up by 4, 72-68. And how crucial was that review and the reversal of the decision.
You know, that's why reviews exist. They're there to make sure that the call is correct. And it might take the human element out of it a little bit, but at the end of the day, what matters is that the correct call is the one that is adjudicated. And at the end of the day, that was the right call.
So at the end of 3 quarters, we have definitely got a ball game on our hands. As we have a quick look at the leading scorers. For the Falcons, Alex Robinson has 19 and Kushal 15. And Jack Purchase 10. Well, for the Mumbai Titans, it's Liam Judd with 17, Pinocchio 18. Here's Robinson 19, Singh 15, Purchase 10, Dalton 9, and Mathur 6. And these are the Mumbai Titans top scorers. Pinocchio 18, Judd 17, Prince 11, Pune 9, and Patterson 9. Let's go down to the sidelines and Ryan James.
Reporting live from the sidelines, a very interesting update from the Mumbai Titans. We can expect big roles in the final quarter from Pranav as well as Bila, that is Gurvinder. Also to note, Mumbai Titans, they have one of the best bench lineup. The vocal support along with the crowd and the bench is spectacular, and I'm sure they are going to be the 6th man on the court for the Mumbai Titans. Over to the commentary box.
All right, thank you, Ryan. And we are set for the last 10 minutes of basketball. Are you ready for another good 10 minutes?
Another good 10 minutes here. And I do want to give a quick shout out to one of my very good friends and a fantastic Australian coach, Wayne Hares in Harvey, WA. I learned a lot about the game from Wayne, and right now he'd be gearing up for a great 10 minutes here. I'm sure he's watching, and I hope he's enjoying it.
Here's Dalton firing from deep and coming up short. And the Titans save it, and Judd with the long full court heave. It's reeled in by Pune, and he makes the finish. Here's Morris for the Falcons. Dalton, Robinson, driving but can't finish. And Patterson pulls in the rebound, and here's Judd. And a big finish by Prince for the Mumbai Titans. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 72. Robinson probing, and Prince comes across and gets the block. Now he's looking for another finish. And Pranav Prince is making his presence felt at both ends of the floor.
That was a great flurry right there from Mumbai. Absolutely bringing the energy. They are playing with an intensity that if they can maintain, it's obviously going to be a very tight contest down the stretch. Really good performances here by Pranav on both sides of the floor.
So Prince makes the first.
Want to say real quickly, Grantley, that what we saw from Elijah Puna coming down the court as a bigger player, to have the skill to be able to catch it, Euro step around a defender in transition. This is why youth coaches around the world need to develop their big guys with the same ball skills and footwork skills as the perimeter players. Great example right there.
So it's the Titans now up by 1. Singh, they go to Dalton in the post. Guarded by Pune. Patterson comes across with the double team and knocks it out of bounds. There's 6 seconds on the shot clock. They inbound to Singh. He needs to get the ball up. And there's that man again, Prince, with the blocked shot. This is Gurvinder Singh. Now Patterson. Back to Gawinda, and he fires from deep. Purchase cleans up the glass. Robinson working against Singh. He spins and loses his feet and throws it out of bounds. The one good thing that the Falcons do is move the ball, and there was no ball movement on that possession.
Good ball movement is the foundation of really good offense. I'm sure that Alex wanted to go and create something. Unfortunately, didn't work out on that time. I think Mumbai also were not thrilled with that selection, that shot selection on the previous possession, and I think that the bench is communicating that to the court. But again, decisions are made in live action, and so you have to quickly move on to the next play.
Every decision you make and take is right at the time of that decision. Hindsight is the only thing that perhaps suggests otherwise, as Patterson gets to the rim for a nice finish and puts the Titans up by 3. And here's a turnover from the Falcons. So the Falcons a little sloppy to open the fourth quarter. Here's Gurwinder's firing and hitting the 3. The Titans up by 6.
And I love that he caught it and shot it without any hesitation.
Here's Dalton. Singh. Purchase. Firing against Prince. Dalton with the rebound. Stripped. And here's Judd for the Titans. Throws it up for Prince. And Prince gets the finish. So the Titans are rolling and leading by 8 with 6:38 left in the game. It's the Titans 80, the Falcons 72, and Falcons coach Mark Chivers has called a timeout and wants to talk to his team and get them back on track. Let's head down and listen in.
Hey, if you just want to walk back shaking your head because you missed a shot or someone else is pointing the finger, it ain't on. We've got to get back and play D. You've got to get back and find your man. You've got to get back and talk and tell each other who you got. That's all there is to it. And you've got to keep them in front of you. Offensively, we have to execute every time we come down. We just can't come and stand around. So we're running, just run motion. You're there, you're there. Just set the screen in the middle. You set the screen. You pick and roll. Yep. All right, corners. Just play out of it, right?
Let's go back to getting our feet in the paint. Get on the rim.
Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Execute on the rim.
So the ball is going to be with the Hyderabad Falcons, and they trail by 8. So this is an important possession out of the timeout as Robinson takes over, guarded by Gurwinder Singh. He tries to turn the corner and can't. Now with Morris, and Morris gets to the rim but can't get the finish. Patterson to Gurwinder Singh. Here's Pune to Patterson. Patterson tries to power it up and will go to the free throw line. So again, as you've mentioned several times, the importance of Lamar Patterson here is going to be crucial in the fourth quarter.
Every single team in the world, Grantley, you know, is only as good as what the talent on the floor can do. And you know, Lamar is a really good basketball player. He's great at using angles. He uses space effectively. And having him on the court is, as we saw in the first game, right? We played them in the first game with him in the game. They're a really, really good team. So I'm not surprised by the fact that they're playing this way tonight.
Alas, Patterson comes up empty at the free throw line. as Mathur fires from deep. And Prince comes up with another rebound. The Titans have a chance to put their lead into double digits. This is Patterson working against Singh. Out to Gowinder Singh. And Morris with the rebound. Purchase. Back to Morris. And here's Singh for the Falcons. But another turnover. And the Titans will come the other way. Gowinder Singh. They go down low to Pune. He works against Morris. He gets Morris in the air. He gets Morris to foul, and he gets the finish. And now the margin is at 10. And the Titans are looking pretty good.
Right now, I feel like Mumbai is playing to their identity. And I feel that the Falcons are still trying to find themselves tonight. There's no doubt that they are a very good basketball team, and they will, no matter what the outcome of this game is, they're a force to be reckoned with, undoubtedly. They have a lot of talent.
So Pune hits the free throw to put the Titans up by 11, and he has 15 points tonight. So a very valuable contribution from Elijah Pune for the Mumbai Titans. This is Mathur. And they're going to call a foul on Lakendra Singh of the Mumbai Titans. 4:49 left in the game, and it's the Titans up by 11, 83-72. And that is a fifth foul for Lakendra Singh. And he will exit the game. It's interesting that Patterson is getting a breather on the bench, but I suggest he won't be there for too long.
Chances are you're right here, Grantley.
For once. So we've got a stoppage while we attend to a technical issue, and the coaches are going to get a free timeout. Mark Chivers has got to work out how he can get his team back, and Thomas Royakas has got to make sure his team stays focused. A little under 5 minutes to go here. If you're Mumbai, you're up by 11, but you can't go into safe mode just yet.
Not in a competition where the point differential is an important part of determining where teams will end up. There's no safe mode. You play the basketball game the way that the basketball game needs to be played. Full throttle, keep going, keep making the right reads, keep making the right plays. No let up.
So, don't play safe is basically the thoughts there of Dave Petrozello, the Delhi Dribblers head coach, who has joined us here tonight and delivered excellent insight on not only this game, but on all of the game of basketball. In this situation where there's going to be an extended break while they go to the technical issue, does it help either team? Does it leave the Titans to maybe get a little jittery and think about, well, we're close to our first win? Does it help the Falcons get set up to push and close the margin?
I don't think necessarily that it's as it relates to Mumbai or as it relates to the Falcons. I think it's more so the team with the momentum, which in this case is Mumbai. An extended delay can have an impact on their momentum continuing. Whereas the team that has not had the momentum, it might give them a chance to recalibrate, refocus, and come back out to try and generate that momentum. Now, that being said, Lamar Patterson has been around the game of basketball for a long time. He's seen a lot of basketball. And the other guys that are on that team right now are not about to just let go of what it is that they've created. So generally speaking, the team with momentum would like to limit those breaks as much as possible. Just keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
The team with the momentum at the moment is the Mumbai Titans. They lead 83-72. And right now, the Titans are 15-0 for this quarter. The Falcons yet to score. We're going to head downstairs to the sidelines with Ryan James.
Looking at the Mumbai dugout, it is very interesting because the coach has handed off the ball handling duties from Panopia all the way to Gurvinder, which means the Indian young lad is going to carry the team home, especially with handling the ball. The coach has drawn out a few interesting plays which involves a lot of cuts in order to find the open man. So it's going to be interesting to see how Mumbai finishes this game, and as they hope to get their first victory.
Thank you, Ryan. And the Mumbai Titans are certainly closing on their first win of the INBL Pro U25 season. They are up by 11. As we have a look at the Titans' leading scorers, Dolph Pinocchio has 18 points and 6 assists. Liam Judd has 17 points, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And Pranav Prince has 15 points and 9 rebounds and some big defensive plays. Now, if I put you on the spot between Judd, Pinocchio and Prince, which of those three would be your game MVP right now?
The game of basketball is my game MVP, Grantley.
I have no answer to that. You've got me again. Nonetheless, those three players have been key for the Titans tonight, while for the Falcons, it's been Alex Robinson again with 19 points and 9 assists. Kushal Singh has 15 points and Jack Purchase 10. As this delay stretches out, as we see some of the highlights from tonight's game.
As we look at these highlights, Grantley, I want to reiterate, the Hyderabad Falcons have a lot of firepower, and it is not out of the question that they can generate a lot of points in a very, very short amount of time. The way that Alex can create down pressure, the way that Kushal can create down pressure, and the way that Jack can hit shots in bunches, this game is far from over, and I have no doubt that Mumbai is going to continue to stay locked in.
So the teams are back on the floor and hoping to resume the action, as this is turning into the longest fourth quarter in the history of basketball. Here's the top scorers to this point in the game. It's Robinson with 19, Pinocchio 18, Judd 17, Pune 15, and Prince 15. And here's Mumbai's top scorers: Pinocchio, Judd, Pune, Prince, and Patterson. As it looks like we are almost set to resume. As we look at the Falcons, and it's Robinson, Kushal Singh, Jack Purchase, all in double digits. Callum Dalton with 9 on his INBL Pro debut. And Rashad Mathur with 6, making a major impact in the third quarter.
Look at the scoreboard, 83-72.
What was the issue?
83-72.
So it looks like we might be finally ready to go. The scoreboard is up and running. That was the technical issue, I believe. All my IT experience leads me to believe that if it's a black screen you reboot and start afresh. I don't know what your IT skills are like, Dave.
I'm going to be calling you for IT support, Grantley.
So, we talked about Patterson being on the bench and most likely coming back down the stretch, but this extended layoff, it'd be interesting to see whether that hinders or helps the hamstring situation.
Impossible to know, but he's definitely had an incredible impact on this game so far.
There's Alex Robinson. He's had a big impact, as has Kushal Singh for the Falcons. And the way this game is heading, it looks like the Titans, if they can hold on to this lead at 83-72, Pranav Prince for the Mumbai Titans is putting himself in shape to be the game MVP. And finally, we are ready to go. Purchase inbounds to Robinson. The shot clock at 11. He sizes up Singh. He gets the ball to Mathur, and his long two goes. So that's a positive start out of that extended break for the Falcons. And believe it or not, their first basket of the quarter with about 4:20 left. Prince, who dumps it off to Pune, and there's a turnover off the inbounds play. Or the inbounds pass, I should say. And Mark Chivers has just gone from grey to pure white. Here's Robinson getting to the rim, and he is fouled. And they're going to rule there was a goaltend.
I wonder if this might be reviewable, Grantley. The block happened while the ball was still in the player's hand on the way up. So interesting call.
So Robinson goes to the line, and it doesn't look like there's going to be a review. So Prince pulls in a big rebound off the missed free throw and then wrestled with a couple of alligators to keep possession. Robinson. Here's Morris to Purchase. He gets inside but can't finish, and Judd comes up with the rebound. After a quick offense the last time down, they will surely work the clock a little longer this time. Pune to Kiddo. Back to Pune. He measures the three and hits the three. Elijah Pune with a big three for the Mumbai Titans. With 3:05 left in the game, they lead by 14. And Thomas Royakas would have been partly relieved and partly overjoyed to see that three hit the bottom of the net.
It was a big shot, no doubt about it.
As Judd knocks the ball out of bounds, the pass intended for Morris. 2:55 left in the contest. It's the Titans 90-76 and seemingly headed for their first win of the season. Here's Robinson, and there's Prince with another blocked shot. A massive defensive play by Pranav Prince. Here's Patterson. And they are going to milk the clock as much as they can. The shot clock down to 3 as Patterson moseys to the basket and gets the finish with contact. And that puts the Titans up by 16. Mather can't hit the answering three. And the Titans have possession again. Patterson. Reeled in by Prince. This is Gurwinder Singh. Now Prince. He gets the feet in the paint and finds Patterson in the opposite corner. And Lamar Patterson with a big basket to underline what you've been saying about him all night. The importance of Patterson. But I don't think we can underestimate the performance of Pranav Prince for the Mumbai Titans tonight.
Prince has been incredible on both ends of the floor. He is an extremely high caliber talent, and it's great to see him put in a production like tonight on both sides.
Prince has 15 points and 10 rebounds for the basic stats line, but he's done a bit of everything all over the floor as Purchase fires and misses. Here's Morris. Give and go with Purchase. Fred Webb. Mather firing. Another offensive rebound, but it spills to the Titans, and Patterson will take some steam out of this game.
Down the stretch here, you've seen the last 3 possessions, the basketball has been in Lamar's hands, which is, of course, intentional and a very good move by Coach Thomas. He's proing the game, as we say. He is generating a lot of composure for his team. Great way to end the game for them.
Here's Morris, goes up, and Patterson commits a softish foul.
Not a great foul.
And Morris will try to complete a 3-point play, but
what this is, Grantley, is it's also the game is in hand. It's an opportunity for him to take a sub to get off the court. Again, the pro type of approach and mentality sees the whole picture, the game in 3 dimensions, and that's a good example of that.
So as we wind down to 44 seconds left in the game, and Morris at the line for the Falcons, he caps the 3-point play. But it is the Falcons up by 16, and with this one well in hand. As we come down to the final buzzer, here is the ball with Pranav Prince, and he will be our game MVP for tonight. He has been outstanding, and on cue he turns it over. Webb comes the other way for the Falcons. Dalton throws it off a foot, and the Falcons will get it back. So after tonight, every team has had at least one win, and with only 6 teams in it, it's going to be a tight competition all the way to the end.
I can tell you, Grantley, that at the Delhi Dribblers, we're obviously very well aware of how competitive and how talented the competition is, and we'll be doing our level best to make sure that we're in the mix.
So we've got a call before the ball comes into play, and Webb will go to the free throw line. And Webb comes up short from the free throw line. It's 95-79 with 27 seconds left to play. And for the Titans, it's been Pinocchio with 18 points, Judd 17, and Pranav Prince 15. 20 from Elijah Pooner. He's been pretty good in an understated kind of way for Mumbai. While for the Falcons, it's been Alex Robinson with 21 and Kushal Singh with 15. And the Titans are not going to dribble it out. They're going to put it down and walk it out and celebrate this victory, their first of the season. 95-79 over the Hyderabad Falcons. That's a great win for the Titans. And there's confirmation, 95-79 for the Titans. Tomorrow night, so as we said earlier, the MVP is Pranav Prince. And tomorrow night, we have the first of the double headers. And the first game at 5 is the Gujarat Stallions against Dave Petrozello's Delhi Dribblers. While at 7 o'clock, it will be the Hyderabad Falcons backing up against the Punjab Warriors. Thank you for watching. This has been Inbl Pro U25.